I mean, you get nervous here and there when it's going, I don't want to say easy, but when the score is in your favor, it's like you have to be cautious. So a little bit nervous, but obviously I'm super happy to be here in quarters.
Karolina Muchova has done it. She has marched forward with real authority, producing a dominant performance that, on paper at least, looked like a routine and straightforward victory. But what happened after the final point is what has captured the imagination of the entire tennis world. Instead of simply celebrating her convincing win, Muchova decided to shift the focus onto her opponent Alexa, or as we know her here, Eala. In a remarkable show of honesty and genuine sportsmanship, Muchova openly admitted that the match had been far tougher than the scoreline indicated. Despite the numbers suggesting she was in complete control, she confessed that she had felt nervous from start to finish. That nervousness came from one clear source: the rising threat and sheer unpredictability of Eala. This admission alone says everything about the strong impression Eala has made during her impressive run at the Miami Open. It is no longer just the fans who have noticed. Even the top players at the highest level now clearly understand how dangerous momentum and self-belief can become in these high-pressure situations. Muchova made it perfectly clear that what people see from the stands is often very different from the intense battle happening on the court. From the outside, her performance may have looked smooth and commanding, but inside the lines, it was anything but easy. She was fully aware that Eala had already built a formidable reputation in this tournament for producing dramatic comebacks and showing unbreakable mental strength at the most important moments. That kind of resilience is extremely difficult to deal with, especially in a big event where the smallest change in momentum can completely flip the direction of a match. Even when Muchova held a comfortable lead and appeared to be sailing toward victory, the constant possibility of a comeback never left her mind. Such is the impact that Eala has created. She has turned herself into a player who can never be counted out, no matter what stage of the match it is. This growing reputation means every opponent must stay completely alert and focused until the very last point. And that is exactly why Muchova's post-match comments carry so much weight and meaning. She did not praise Eala simply out of politeness or good manners. She did it because she had truly felt the depth of the challenge coming from the other side of the net. She recognized the real threat, the fierce fighting spirit, and the exceptionally high level of tennis that Eala was delivering. In professional tennis, this kind of sincere respect is never given lightly, especially after a win that might look comfortable on paper. Her words show a deep understanding that Eala is much more than just another promising young player. She has already become a serious competitor who can unsettle even the best players and make them feel genuinely uncomfortable on the court. In many ways, Muchova's honest assessment may be even more significant than the result itself. It highlights something far more important: the arrival of a formidable new force on the WTA tour.
I'd say it's kind of everything, like good preparation, good team around me, good people, playing, keeping healthy, as you mentioned, good practices. It's kind of little pieces of everything, and then when it clicks, I'm happy it clicked, and that I'm here playing some good tennis.
Even in defeat, this tournament has delivered a powerful and unforgettable message for Eala. She did not come here just to take part. She competed with real heart, challenged with courage, and proved without any doubt that she truly belongs at this elite level. Her journey leading up to this match perfectly captures the brilliance of her Miami Open campaign. Before facing Muchova, Eala had already gone through one of the toughest tests of the entire tournament against Laura Siegemund. That match was an intense battle in every sense of the word. It required exceptional physical endurance, rock-solid mental toughness, and total emotional control. There were long rallies that pushed both players to their limits, countless deuces that tested patience to the maximum, and constant momentum swings that demanded ice-cold composure under enormous pressure. Matches like that can completely drain a player physically, mentally, and emotionally, often making it very difficult to recover for the next round. Yet what Eala managed to do afterward is what truly separates her from many others. Instead of showing up for her next match looking tired or worn out, she appeared even stronger, sharper, and more focused than before. Her performance against Magdalena was one of the most impressive and memorable displays of her entire run in the tournament. It stood out not only because she won, but because of the commanding way in which she secured that victory. From the very first point, Eala played with a clear purpose and remarkable clarity that immediately grabbed attention. She showed no hesitation, avoided overthinking, and refused to let the heavy toll of her previous exhausting match affect her. Instead, she turned that hard battle into fuel, stepping onto the court with renewed confidence and determination. It was never just about getting the win. Eala controlled the flow of the match with real authority. She dictated the rallies, chose her shots with intelligence and precision, and kept flawless composure during the biggest moments. There was a striking level of maturity in her game that seemed to go beyond her actual experience. Every shot had clear intention, every movement was well calculated, and every decision showed quiet confidence. This combination made her an extremely difficult opponent to face. Lynette, who had come into the match with her own momentum and self-belief after some strong performances, suddenly found herself up against a player who simply would not be intimidated. Eala did not play the reputation or the occasion. She played her own game, fearless, focused, and completely committed. And when Eala plays with that kind of freedom and conviction, she becomes a serious threat to anyone across the net. From the opening games, it was obvious that Eala was in control. She read the court with excellent intelligence, stepping into rallies proactively and taking charge rather than just reacting. Although Lynette produced several high-quality shots and had her good moments, Eala consistently answered with poise, authority, and decisive tennis. She looked more comfortable under pressure, more confident in the key exchanges, and more willing to take smart risks when it counted. These are the clear signs of a player who is quickly growing in confidence and gaining a better understanding of her own strengths. When she took the first set 6-3, it did not feel like an upset. It felt like the natural and expected outcome of the way she had dominated the match. That outstanding performance is exactly why Muchova felt uneasy before facing her. She had seen for herself what Eala was capable of: the remarkable resilience, the ability to stay calm in chaos, and the relentless fighting spirit that never gave up until the final point. That kind of opponent is always dangerous, no matter the ranking or experience. So when Muchova later admitted that she believed Eala could turn the match around at any moment, it was far more than just a polite comment. It was an honest reflection of the tension and pressure she had actually felt on the court. It proved that Eala has already earned a level of respect that many players take years to achieve. Yes, on that particular day, Muchova was the better player. She carried out her game plan more efficiently, handled the important moments with precision, and never let the match slip away from her. She showed exactly why she remains one of the established stars at the highest level and a formidable force in major tournaments. Yet while Muchova moves deeper into the 2026 Miami Open, the most important takeaway from this match may actually be the powerful statement Eala has made throughout her impressive run. She has shown that she is not here just to gain experience. She is here to compete, to challenge, and to establish herself as a consistent performer at this level. This is how real breakthroughs happen. They do not always come with trophies or titles. Sometimes they arrive through performances that completely change the way the tennis world sees a player. Eala's journey at this tournament has done exactly that. She has built belief not only in herself but also among fans, experts, and even her fellow competitors. Every match she played added another layer to her development. Every challenge she overcame helped shape her identity as a rising star. And now she leaves the Miami Open not as an unknown prospect but as a genuine emerging force in the WTA. What stands out most is her extraordinary mindset. The way she handled intense pressure, responded to difficult situations, and carried herself with dignity on the court all point to a mentally strong athlete who is fully ready to keep growing and improving. Losses like this are a normal part of every top player's path. The real difference lies in how a player responds to them. If this tournament is any indication, Eala is exactly the kind of player who will take this valuable experience, learn from every moment, and come back even stronger and more determined. She has already shown her ability to turn tough battles into powerful learning opportunities, and that quality will be essential as she continues her rise up the rankings. So while Karolina Muchova rightly advances and takes the spotlight, she made sure the story did not end with her victory alone. By generously praising Eala, she highlighted something that many had already started to notice: the emergence of a player with real potential to make a lasting impact on the game. That kind of recognition from an established champion sends a strong signal across the entire tour. It tells everyone that Eala is now a name to watch closely, a player to take seriously, and someone who will only continue to grow stronger with time. Yes, Alex Eala's journey at the Miami Open has ended for now. But this does not feel like an ending. It feels like the exciting beginning of something much bigger, the opening chapter of a new era in which she is no longer an under-the-radar prospect, but a legitimate and respected competitor stepping confidently into the spotlight. The confidence she has gained, the experience she has collected, and the respect she has earned will all go with her into the next tournaments. And if Karolina Muchova's words are any indication, this is only the start of a journey that the entire tennis world will be watching with great interest.